Hello everyone and welcome to Amy and her stories. So I'm still sharing about my hysterectomy journey, and for today is my day 22 post hysterectomy operation. And in my last video, so I have mentioned that I was about to have a blood work, a repeat complete blood count with platelet count and a follow-up check-up with the hematologist kasi for monitoring and resolution pa yung aking iron deficiency anemia. So the results were, yung aking hemoglobin has reached the normal range at last. So finally, after many months, nandun pa lang siya sa lower limit pero within the normal range na. So praise God. And the doctor is happy, I'm happy. And I will see her after a month kasi we're still working on what she calls iron studies. So that's just basically monitoring yung aking blood component levels. And then in my last video, I also shared about my favorite post-operation recovery items. And for today naman, I'll be sharing what and how to prepare for any major surgery, especially those involving the abdomen, or mga abdominal surgeries or gynecological surgeries. So this is some sort of a checklist. So what to do and what to prepare a month before, a week before, the day before, and the night before the operation. So this is it with the assumption na you have the luxury of time to prepare and hindi emergency case yung ating surgery. So otherwise kasi if it's an emergency, just stick and follow your doctor's order kasi sila naman ang experts doon. So as I've mentioned before, what I'll be sharing is just based on my research and my personal experience din with what I went through. So let's start off with yung month before. So first, you have to finalize the surgery plans with your surgeon or with in cases of gynecological surgeries with your OB/GYN. So for me, itong mga plans na to involve was the surgery or the hysterectomy to be done. Was it total ba or partial, or yung procedure ba would be open, or open meaning they will make a cut, or laparoscopic, small incisions lang, or meron na mga hospitals ngayon na nag-offer ng robotic surgery. So you have to check and discuss this with your doctor also. And then meron bang other organs involved in the surgery? Okay, kasi in my case, aside from the uterus, the cervix, and yung fallopian tubes also had to be removed. And then aside from that, you have to inform your doctor of any other comorbidities or any other medical conditions na you're going through na tinitreat din sa inyo. So I was also being treated with anemia at that time. So basically, dalawa yung attending physicians ko noon. And I had medications that I was taking, so you have to also inform your doctor of those things. And if you are asked to make a decision regarding your surgery, you have to be honest with your own considerations, no? For example, yung hysterectomy kasi would involve na I will not be menstruating anymore and I will not have the opportunity to bear children anymore. So yung mga ganong decisions, big decisions, you have to discuss. For some people, no, you have to discuss with your partner or with your family. Sa akin, the decision was easier kasi I'm single. So hindi ko sinasabing it's an easy decision. It was just easier for me kasi I'm single, so unmarried. For married ladies, you have to discuss that, and if you have plans with your husband, and if you have plans pa, or even for single ladies who have plans to have children in the future. So those types of decisions you have to really think about. And most of the time naman, the doctors will just recommend before you recommend yung mga best options for you unless there are no other option available. So you have to get to that discussion with your surgeon or your OB/GYN. And then another preparation a month before is to prepare your body as you are able. So if you have naman the strength to do it, and if you are cleared to do it, some exercises that would be helpful for surgeries like hysterectomy would be yung tinatawag nilang pelvic exercises or Kegels. So these are exercises that strengthen yung ating pelvic floor. So that's the midsection of your body. So it involves the your abdomen, your hips, your waist. So ito kasi yung area na kailangan ma-strengthen, and ito yung area na nag-hold ng mga organs na that will be involved in the surgery. So you have to strengthen that area through exercises. So maraming available videos in YouTube about pelvic floor exercises na which I also followed, except for the times na I was dealing with bleeding episode, so wala akong strength to do it. Pero if you're strong enough naman, then those types of exercises can help your body prepare for the operation. And then of course you have to eat healthy, eat clean. So if you can stop muna siguro yung mga sugary drinks. Ako personally medyo nag-stop ako ng coffee. Hindi naman binawal, pero naging na lang, personal choice na nag-water muna ako during that time, or more water. And then you have to also sleep well. So alam naman natin 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. So very important yan for our body also to recover. And then if you are drinking supplements or other medications, you have to be following that, or drinking those things. And then avoid any other stressors for your body, okay, as you prepare for your surgery. And then another good item here is you have to create a checklist. So eto kaya ako able to share to you kasi I also did this. So naglista ako ng mga things to do, things to buy before the operation. So nilista ko rin lahat yon. And one good example would be, especially sa mga ladies, kung may mga scheduled tayo na mga salon visits, you have to consider that kasi especially as you prepare for your recuperation period, if you have to do your hair, facial, your skin care or body care, you have to consider that yung timing nun. So ako nagpagupit ako just before the operation. So and if you have upcoming appointments within your recovery period, kung magre-renew ng license or ng passport, you have to consider yung timing. Kasi basically in the first 2 weeks, you have to baka you won't be able to go out of your house kasi may pain, may konti pang pain, and recovering ka pa rin talaga. But for some people, or depende sa operation, baka after 1 week kaya na. Or for some people, they might require a longer period. So you have to make preparations na lang, na walang munang other appointments na schedule mo. Siguro a month, within a month after ng operation, or kung kaya within the 60 days na usual na recuperation period ng surgery. And then, of course, important then, make plans and arrangements for your recovery period. So I've been mentioning this even in the other videos, especially if you are taking care of a parent, or if you're taking care of a family, or if you're a family, you have children, or you have pets, taking care of pets. So you have to consider, kasi you also have to be taken care of. So lalo na for people na sanay or been living independent, and or for those who are living alone, so you have to make arrangements for you to be taken care of at least for the first few weeks, kasi kailangan mo talaga ng somebody to help you with the laundry, with the meal preparations, and doing errands. So you have to make plans and arrangements. So i-consider nyo na yon at least a month before, and inform the people involved dun sa arrangements na gagawin nyo. And then another important thing is for you to research and learn about your diagnosis, your procedure na gagawin sa'yo, yung surgery, and then your recovery. So make sure that you are checking out credible sources, yung published and reviewed at least by medical professionals. Or kung hindi naman, those who are sharing from their personal experiences. So just like I'm doing, madaming mga videos na nailabas regarding hysterectomy. Most of them are prepared or done by I've seen ladies from the US, from India sharing their own experiences. However, dito sa Pilipinas, very limited yung information or yung nakita kong nahanap kong mga videos. Siguro dahil hindi masyadong napag-uusapan sa atin kasi nga very sensitive yung topic, especially for bleeding disorders and similar cases. But meron naman, may makikita mga sources in the internet, and credible sources that can help you understand yung diagnosis mo, yung procedure mo. Kasi your doctors, they will share or they will ask you questions and they will share information that you need to know. However, hindi naman lahat nung kabuuan, no, yung information na ibibigay nila sa'yo. And it's important that you also ask questions kasi doon manggagaling yung mga discussions nyo. So you really have to do your own research and at least talk to people maybe who went through the same experience. So you also have a support group that can help you prepare. And then another important thing that you need to do a month before is to inform your employers, yung boss mo or yung HR, that you are about to you are preparing for a major surgery. Kasi syempre may mga arrangements din yan with your employers, with the office, lalo na yung work na may iwan mo. You have to inform your family also, your friends as needed. So hindi naman kailangan i-publicly announce, kasi people will be asking you questions, no? And during this time, gusto natin yung isip natin at yung lakas natin na focus natin sa preparations for the surgery, and as much as possible, konti lang yung distractions natin. So, inform the people na kailangan makaalam. In my case, naglabas ako ng videos after na nung operation. So, although some people were texting and asking about my health condition, so as I am comfortable in sharing and alam ko na sila din can take in the information that I will be sharing. So, okay lang yon. Meron namang mga ganong conversations with people. So, as necessary, inform the people that need to know about your condition. So, yun yung ating mga gagawin a month before, So, finalize surgery plans, prepare your body, create a checklist, make plans and arrangements for your recovery period, research and learn about your diagnosis, your procedure, and your recovery, and inform your boss, the HR, your employer, your family, friends as needed. Okay, so week before, you have to secure clearances na from your doctors and maybe additional lab work kailangan mong gawin. So, especially if you have multiple doctors. So, in my case, meron akong hematologist and then the OB, and then I was also endorsed to a cardiologist for the cardiopulmonary clearance. That was one of the important clearances na kailangan ma-secure kasi kailangan yun for the anesthesiologist to proceed. So, kung wala yung CP clearance na tinatawag, hindi ka rin makiklear for, hindi ka rin mapapaproceed for surgery. So, you have to secure that at least a week before your scheduled surgery. And you have to prepare your lab results, especially if the doctors will be asking for multiple tests for clearance. And then yung tests pala na yon, isang blood sample lang yung kailangan. So, para maiwasan yung multiple na beses kang kunan ng blood sample, make sure na yung lahat ng lab requests nila, sabay-sabay mo siyang ma-process or maasikaso para hindi ka na paulit-ulit din. And then, prepare yung mga prescriptions na ongoing, mga medications na ongoing mo tinitake. So, at least a week before. And then, a day before, so prepare yung hospital kit. So, I'll be sharing another video for this, yung bag na dadalhin mo to the hospital. Okay? Prepare that. And then, you also have to prepare your medical records, yung complete records mo na, and the admission instruction from your surgeon or your OB-GYN. So, siya yung maghahanda nun. And hahanapin din naman yon pag papa-admit ka na sa hospital. And of course, it's important also, at least a day before, inform your HMO personnel if you will be using a health card. At least a day before, inform nyo sila. They will also be getting in touch with you naman, or they will be coordinating with the hospital staff. Pero it's nice if you can inform them beforehand, at least a day before. And update nyo lang si HR din na, bukas na, or magpa-proceed na yung surgery as planned. Yan, you have to inform them. And at least a day before, start yourself on the soft diet na. So, wag na yung mag-splurge on the, yung parang last supper, ganyan, magpa-buffet ka pa on the last day before your admission. Wag na, mag-soft diet na. So, at least start cleansing of your your colon or your stomach natin. And then the night before, this is with the assumption na na-admit ka na, nasa hospital ka na. The night before, it's nice if you will be able to drink Gatorade or any electrolyte drink. So, you have to, kasi you are allowed to drink until, and eat pala, and at 8 hours before the surgery. So, in my case, ang cut-off ko ay 3 a.m. Pero hindi ko na sinagad. So, yung last meal ko, yung dinner na soft diet na. Pero yung drinks allowed naman siya 8 hours. So, I was drinking Gatorade. And then, by the time na i-stop na nila, in my case nga 3 a.m., they will be putting you on the the IV fluids na. So, tuturukan ka na ng suero. And then, the night before, you also have to bathe and wear your hospital gown. So, wag ka na mag-apply ng skincare products, no? Just leave your skin clean and fresh, ayan. And then, sleep as early as you can. And then, before you will be brought to the OR, so this is parang a few hours before, they will have performed enema, or yung tinatawag nating labatiba sa Tagalog, on you to clean up your bowels, your colon. So you have to, aside from that, you also have to pee and wash up na. If time permits and if you have the energy for it, you can still take a quick bath before your operation. Pero ako, hindi na ako nag-bath or nag-shower kasi I was trying to conserve my energy kasi nag-start na yung IV nun and wala nang food and drinks nun. And I just washed up na lang. And you will be asked to remove all jewelries. If you are using dentures, papatanggal din yun. And they also check na wala dapat manicure. So I think they are concerned about yung nail polish acquiring parang mga bacterial infections. Kaya wag na rin mag-lotion and all of those things. So if you are using contact lenses, baka patanggal din nila. And then right before na i-wheel out ka, they will ask you to remove your undies. So, you will just be in your lab gown. So, pinalitan din nila yung face mask ko nun. And they will ask you also to leave your footwear behind. So, wala ka talagang dala except you in your lab gown papunta sa OR. And of course, ang ating most important preparation ay prayer. So, on all occasions. So, you don't just do this a few seconds before you pass out or mawala ng consciousness in the OR. So, you have to do this all the time. Sabi sa 1 Thessalonians 5:17, pray at all times. So, you have to pray for yourself. As far as preparing for the surgery is concerned, pray for yourself, pray for your doctors. Even my OB, she mentioned a lot of times na pray for the team of doctors who will be operating on you. You have also to pray for your own recovery, pray for your family, your loved ones, that they will have peace and comfort, no? Especially nung sa time na ikaw ay operahan. Pray for the people na dun sa work mo, your employers, pray for your finances, and all the other things involved sa sa iyong operation. Yun. So, you have to really bring it all to the Lord. Kasi, siya rin naman ang makakatulong sa atin for our own healing and our recovery as well. So, yun muna ang ating story for today. Next story, siguro I'll be sharing what's in my hospital bag. So, yung D-Day na dinala ko. at least a day before nung papa-admit na sa hospital. So, thank you again and I'll see you in the next video.